Hey, what's up, guys? I want to welcome you into the Windows Sports Betting Podcast, where we are the guys that are trying to turn your losing hobby into a legitimate side hustle. I'm not going to beat your eardrums up. I just got done doing an entire about 25-minute video on my favorite league in the entire world, which is the WNBA. And so I'm not going to hold you here. We're going to get right into it. We're going to start off where things usually end, which is the dumpster. And we're going to go dumpster diving in this fucking shit league that is the UFL. Before I do that, though, I just want to take a second, say some motivational shit. Listen, life gets hard sometimes. And a lot of times what we do is we project our bullshit onto other people. And I just want to say to you right now that just because your world is on fire doesn't mean that the earth has to burn, right? Think about that. Your world might be on fire, but that doesn't mean the earth has to burn. You're having a bad day. You're having a rough go of it. You lost every bet you made last night. Don't take it out on somebody else. There's no need. They didn't do it. You don't know what they're going through. So I'm not saying keep it inside. Acknowledge something's wrong. Find somebody you trust. Talk it out, but don't take it out on somebody else. I'm gonna say that again. Find somebody you trust and talk it out. Talk it out. Don't take it out on somebody else because they have no idea what you're going through. And in this world today, you don't know what other people are going through. So just be careful about where you direct your frustrations, your anger, your rage. Just be careful where you direct it and direct it in a healthy direction. It's a lot easier said than done, but it's one of those things that, there's my guy. It's one of those things that you got to kind of just go roll with the punches, man. When you're down, you're never going to be up. And when you're up, you never think you're going to be down again. So it's one of those things. You want to get down, Tuco? What you doing? Look, you're on camera, buddy. Oh, hey, buddy. You guys say hello to the homie Tuco. Tuco, say hi. Yeah, I know, buddy. So we're going to start in the UFL. That is the league that is hot trash. Let him go so we can go do his thing. Here's the deal. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. UFL today, we are taking all favorites every game. The Dallas Renegades are -1.5. That's my top play of the day. Clearest reverse line movement on the thing. Lines move in this league, especially because books are taking sharp money and they have to respect it in a league like this where people are. Look at this guy. Oh, there he goes. Where they have to respect this money because they are handicapping his games and a lot of people aren't paying attention and there's an edge there. So you have this situation where you just follow the money. Shop the line. Bet Online has it at -105, -1.5. Here's the thing. Just take it on the money line. Eliminate the points because of the overtime thing. Weird shit happens in weird leagues where they don't know what the fuck they're doing. And in the UFL, they clearly don't know what they're doing. So Dallas Renegades -1.5. St. Louis, the Battlehawks were taking them -3.5. 7 of my 7 filters were confirmed. 93% of the public apparently is on the Columbus side for whatever reason, but the line's still holding at 3.5. Maybe the books drop it to 3. I don't think they do because Wise Guy Money's going to hammer that, and the books will be exposed at that -3. So follow the book, not the crowd. DC Defenders -10. DC is the only team in the UFL where 10 feels like a value line. They are that good. The number looks big, but the talent gap is bigger. Louisville, listen, DC is the best team in the league. They're the class of the league. They won the championship last year. We're taking DC -10. Orlando Storm Chasers, Orlando -4. If I'm not mistaken, this is where DTR, the best player in the league, is playing quarterback. He got traded there, or he might be in Birmingham. One of the two. It doesn't fucking matter. We're taking Orlando -4. This is the part of the season where the cream starts to rise to the top in this league. And I think that based on Houston's quarterback situation, Tua's brother, debilitating leg injury. He might not play football again. The other one guy's got a shoulder. The other guy's got a finger. Don't know their names. You don't care. I don't care. And they just signed a dude from the Arena League. So, yeah, give me Orlando -4. Houston's a mess. And last one is a speculative lean, but give me St. Louis under 43.5 for half a unit. That's it for the UFL. That's all the action they're getting from us, man. All right, onto baseball. We are taking the Washington Nationals, and I want to tell you exactly why. 71% are on Washington, road underdog. That's not normal. Recreational bettors don't load up on dogs on the road. That's sharp money. I know it's Miles Mikolas on the mound. He's got an listen to this. He's got an 8.23 ERA. This is why I tell you ERA doesn't mean shit, because his SIERA, which is, it takes away the defense, it takes away the bad luck, and it shows true pitching quality. 4.71, 3.5 run gap. Expected regression to the norm. I think he gets back to his normal thing. Bradley Ober's a good pitcher. I can't say anything about that for the Twins. He's a really good pitcher. But here's the problem. Washington's bullpen is bad. Minnesota's is worse. Washington's pen is 4.77. They're better by nearly a third of a run. In a full game that goes to the seventh inning, that gap is a deciding factor. So give us the Washington Nationals, that terrible bullpen, at plus money. We'll take it. It's a bullpen play. We're not worried about the starting pitchers. They're not pitching full games here. They're not throwing no hitters. Washington plus 117. Plus money. Athletics, first 5. Jeffrey Springs, Zach Wheeler, fading the Phillies every chance I get. Actually, know Zach Wheeler's uncle. He comes into my bar and hangs out. Mr. Larry, shouts out to you. He's really cool. But we are fading your nephew this evening. He's only got 2 starts, small sample size. The Athletics are feisty, but I'm not going to let the bullpen get in the way. We're taking the Athletics first 5 on the money line. First half, first 5 on the money line. We are taking my Cleveland Guardians at plus money against Cole Reagans of the Kansas City Royals. The Royals are bad. You're giving me plus money on my Guardians that everyone underestimated. I'm taking it every time. KC is on a 3-game win streak. Normally, I would not be betting against them, but I didn't put first 5. Yeah, no, full game. I'm going to trust our bullpen. I'm going to trust we stop this winning streak. Give me the Guardians, plus money. Blue Jays, first 5. It's a half-unit play. Three systems fired, but only 2 filters confirmed out of my baseball model. Gausman, Rasmussen, both legit arms, elite command, low total. We lost on the Nerfy yesterday. And actually, now that I say that out loud, let me make sure that I am giving you the right pitchers, because that would really piss me off if I just gave you the wrong pitchers. I feel like they pitched yesterday. I feel like Gausman was yesterday, and I want to make sure of that. Cannot not give you bad information. Yeah, see, that's bullshit. I wrote down the wrong thing. It's Patrick Corbin and Shane McClanahan. And yeah, give me the Blue Jays first 5. Even though I just gave you the wrong pitchers, it's Patrick Corbin. You can look up the stats. Corbin, McClanahan. They're both due for some positive regression. I'm going to go with Corbin. That was a weird zoom in while I was taking a sip of Coke Zero. Weird. But we're going to take the Blue Jays first 5. Next up, we're taking the Braves first 5 again. They're just the hottest team in baseball. I'm not going to trust a bullpen on such a long road trip. So just give me the Braves first 5 for our starting pitching to keep the game close, maybe have the lead when everything takes off. After the 5th inning, don't care. Just win the first 5. Bravos. Appreciate ya. Next up. What? I'm in the middle of a podcast. Jesus. Next up, Texas Rangers plus a lot. Plus 173 against the Yankees. Every chance I get, I'm fading the Yankees. Will Warren is pitching for the Yankees. He looks untouchable. He's 4-0, 2.39 ERA, and that's what everybody looks at. Here's what's underneath it. His expected ERA is a full run higher than his actual ERA. His hard hit rate, 42.3%. His xWOBA against is 294, while his actual WOBA, it's another stat that I just don't feel like explaining. Hitters are squaring him up more than the box score shows, and he's getting hit. That's what's happening. xERA uses StatCast contact quality data to estimate what a pitcher's ERA should be, okay? When the xERA is a full run above the actual ERA, that pitcher's been lucky. Bad luck's coming his way. I think it comes his way today. Give us Texas at plus 173. We only got to hit this bet 37% of the time to be profitable. We're going to take it. Another easy one. Not easy. It's just a hard and fast rule. This game is at Coors Field. Yes, a run in the first inning. Coors Field, that's all. Now to the playoffs. The NBA playoffs. Everybody is getting on the zigzag theory. Team wins game 1, you take the other team in game 2, you do this, you do that, you yada, beat it, bada bing, it's a wazi, it's a woozy, it's fugazi, it's fugazi. I don't give a shit about any of that. The Knicks are playing at another level. This isn't recency bias. This is Mike Brown coaching. I've watched the man in the playoffs. He's an X's and O's guy. Yeah, give me him against Nick Nurse. And I'm not gonna say out of shape. Tired Joel Embiid. Circa the sharpest book in the country. It's unanimous, and it went from 7 to 7.5. If you can find a 7, get it. Take it. Also, like the over 215.5 in that game. The true projection for me is 210. Everybody's healthy. The only way Philly can keep up is to shoot lights out with the Knicks, because the Knicks haven't been missing. They're going to regress eventually, but I don't think it's this game. I think that the Knicks will regress on the road. That home crowd is going to be rabid. We all know New York fans. Boatloads of fun, those guys. So we're going to take the over 215.5. On that same vein, we are taking Mr. Brunson, my little muscular Mr. Allen Iverson. The boy is tough. I love the way he plays the game. We're taking him over 26.5 points. He's a player. He's a baller, and I don't know who's going to guard him. Well, I mean, Oubre can guard him, but that leaves OG and Anunoby. Josh Hart's not really a scoring threat, but God forbid Mikal Bridges gets hot, which he didn't last series. He's definitely doing it this series. I think Brunson gets to 30 again. I think he's making a statement as to who he is, what he is in these playoffs. On that same vein, I'm taking Joel Embiid under 26.5 points between Cat and Mitchell Robinson. He's going to be a facilitator. He's going to be a rebounder. And if he goes over 26.5, I'll tip my cap and say, shouts out to you, buddy. Good shot. But I don't think these first two games are not for you, man. Give us Joel Embiid under 26.5 points. Speaking of the gentleman I mentioned before, Mikal Bridges, I think he might have found his playoff sea legs. He was moving around, scoring some points. They got his total set at 11.5. We're taking Mikal Bridges over 11.5 points. On to the last game. We are taking the Minnesota Timberwolves plus the 10.5. I think Minnesota keeps this thing close. I think 10 points is too many. San Antonio good, yes. They are built to beat Oklahoma City. The experience, the grit, the determination of the Timberwolves, I think, is going to be a problem for the Spurs. The Spurs are really, really young. And Minnesota they're a bunch of middle-aged, grown-ass men, with the exception of Ant-Man, who's a different animal all on itself. So that's my favorite play on the NBA card tonight is Minnesota plus a 10.5. Do they steal this game? No. If they do, great. Do they have the potential to do that? Yes. But 10.5 is crazy. Again, everybody's rolling with the zigzag theory. I'm not. I think Minnesota keeps this one close as well. You have to get after it. Hopefully with some treatment, Ant-Man can get right back in. He came off the bench, played 25 minutes, had 18, 20 points. He looked okay. And if you watch the post-game interview, I love this guy so much because he played well coming off a hyperextended knee and a knee bruise. But you know what he was pissed off at himself about? Not boxing out and getting offensive rebounds. That's a hooper. That's a baller. That's the identity of that team. Give me the Timberwolves plus 10.5. We're going to take, it says under. I don't know why I wrote down under. We're not touching the total in that game. Fuck that. That being said, Julius Randle over 18.5 points at plus money. He's going to be their primary offensive option when Ant-Man's not doing his thing. And down low, his experience, the Spurs are not, he's just grown man experience. You played at the Y where you get that one dude that moves a little slow, but every time he gets the ball, you know what he does? He murks you and then says something kind after he did. I used to hoop with a dude at, what was it, Lifetime Fitness, whatever. This was years ago. But he did an old school hook shot, man, and you couldn't guard it. He'd hit it, tap you on the shoulder, and you know what he'd say after that? Excuse me. And run right by you. That's Julius Randle. He's the old head that's going to put 20 up on you and excuse me. So we're going to take that. Wembanyama was looking at his points and rebounds, but I'm not going to do it. He's going to be more of a facilitator here. He's not going to have to take over. I'm going to leave that alone. If you want to mess with it, I can dig it. I can dig it. He's due for a bounce back game. Throw that in your prize picks or your underdog fantasy plays. And Ant-Man over 24.5 points. I think that's too high. I don't like it. If you like it, I love it, but don't force that because you don't know what you're getting with Ant-Man. Not right now, anyway. Give it some time, maybe a couple days off once I get back to Minnesota in front of the home crowd. That's when you take them. It's a shitload of plays, guys. The UFL plays I started with, that sprinkled all throughout the weekend. Watch the line moves, all favorites. Trust me on this. You can follow all of these bets in the PIKKIT app or the Juice Reel app. All of them free to you. As soon as I put them in, you've got access to them. These are free apps where you can tag along, make some money with us, lose a little bit of money with us. But hey, it's a process. The road to the top is not linear. This thing takes time. We're going to take that time. We're going to do this homework. That's the basis of this show. Trust the process. It's not about feelings. It's not about, I think this or they're due. We don't do that here. We don't do the zigzag thing just because of the zigzag thing. We need analytics. We need data. We need metrics. We need hunger. We need motivation. And the bets we made tonight are based on motivation. Baseball, we're in May in baseball. It's a long grind, guys. And going forward, honestly, I'm not going to throw these pitching numbers out at you because they're not going to matter until August, going into September, once we find out who's who and what's what. And once we get there, we can do a deep dive into the metrics. But then guess what? That's going to be football season. So baseball is going to take just a back seat. I'm just going to spit the plays out to you. You play them. They're all underdogs. And over the length of the season, we're going to win money. We're in a bit of a slump right now, but that's what happens when you bet all underdogs. I want to thank you for watching with me for the past 20 minutes, going through a bunch of plays today that hopefully get us to the window to make some money. We've looked at reverse line movement, sharp book alignment, ERA versus SIERA, playoff adjustments, line edges, and yes, every favorite in the UFL, every favorite. You want to take it, money line parlay it. You didn't hear from me, but do it. What could possibly go wrong? All right, guys, listen, don't bet what you can't afford to lose. If a bet makes you sweat, you're not doing it right. You're betting too much. Lower that. Take $100. You're betting $1 a game. It doesn't matter. Take $500. You're betting $5 a game. That's what you do. No more than 3%. This is how you last in this business. Stop chasing the big score. Stop trying to hit home runs. Single, 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 double. Home runs coming, but you got to be patient. The name of the game in this thing, line shopping and patience. Again, if a bet makes you sweat, you are not doing it right. Monitor your rage. Channel your anger into something productive. Just because your world is on fire doesn't mean the earth has to burn. All right? Take care of yourself. Take care of those you love. And I'll see you next time on the To the Window Sports Betting Podcast. Love.